probably throwing these tiny little scraps away, but these actually can be used in the most versatile way for your macrame projects. Hey everyone, it's Nicole here and welcome to BOCHIKNOT Macrame. Have you ever looked at a pile of your scrap cords once you're done with a project and thought to yourself that you can't do too much with the small scraps that are short in length, and thus you throw them away and keep only the longer ones that you can use for fringe or for other short cord projects? I'm here to tell you that these short strands have a use for them as well, and they are in the form of pom-poms. And today I'm going to show you how to make a simple macrame pom-pom and show you 4 different ways you can incorporate them to elevate your macrame projects. Because sometimes it's not about just learning new knots, it's about using what you have already and using them in a more creative way. And with that said, let's jump right in. First things first, I'm going to show you how to make a pom-pom. And then I will show you how to attach it onto the bunny and other projects like that, which I will run through towards the end of the video. Okay, so what you would need are about 10 strands of short cords at about 3 inches long. So I have varying lengths at around 8 to 10 centimeters in length. These shorter cords are great for pom-poms. So if you ever have short scraps like these and you don't know what you can use them for, pom-poms are a great way to use these up. Okay, and then you need a second strand of cord at about 20 centimeters long. I wouldn't really go anything shorter than this, especially if it's your first time making it, just because the more length for this part of the pattern, the better. Because I'm using 4mm cord for this, I'm using the same type of cord, so single strand and 3-ply would work because you can separate out the strands. Now you can, instead of using the same strand of cord, you could use 1mm, 2mm string, but what I'm going to do here is separate out a section that's approximately 1 to 2mm in thickness. So you could just take several fibers and separate it out from the cord, then retwist it like so, and then it becomes thinner string. So you do need thinner string for this part of the pattern. So 1 to 2mm string at 20 centimeters long. 20 centimeters long is approximately equivalent to 8 inches, so that's what you would need. So you place the 10 strands, shorter strands on top, and then you take the string and you tie a really tight, tight double overhand knot. So right here in the middle, tie it tight, and then the second. And then now what we do is we separate out the cords in half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we bring one end to the other side through that group. And then same thing on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Doesn't really matter what cords you use. Then bring the other side through. And then turn the pattern upside down, and then now we tie another double overhand knot. So tight, and then there. Now, if you use the same exact cord, you won't need to cut off the excess because it's already blended in with the rest of the pom-pom, which is great. Now what you would need is a fringe comb, and all you have to do is comb through this pom-pom. So just comb it out so that it's nice and fringed out. And then what we do is we kind of force the ends onto one side and then we trim it. I like to trim it to the same length. I like to go a little curvy like this. Trim out any uneven lengths, then you lay it flat on all sides, and then you cut it into a circle till you get to your desired length, and you kind of repeat this until you get the pom-pom size and shape that you like. So continue cutting and trimming, and then if you see anything that sticks out, once you fluff it back out like this, you can trim it like so. And this is the pom-pom. Okay, so the next part of your question is how to attach this onto the back of the bunny pattern. So here is the bunny pattern, and if you want to attach it here like this, what you would need is another strand of string. So I've cut a 35 centimeter long cord, the same color as the tail. Now, I didn't make the same color tail as the bunny, but obviously you can either do the same color or a different color. That's totally up to you. But separating out a few strands from the cord again, so that we have string to work with. Now, careful when you're separating out a long strand of cord, it can get tangled, so you do have to be careful with that. It's usually pretty forgiving, so once you're able to separate them into a group of strands, group of fibers, you can just retwist it. Okay, so to attach it, find somewhere in the middle, and what we're going to do is we're going to go across like so, and we're going to tie a double overhand knot in the middle again. Don't worry if you have cords that are, or fibers that are stuck underneath. What we're going to do is fluff it out again. It's easy to do to hide what we just did. When you're attaching a pom-pom onto a piece, you really just need the top part, the part that's sitting at the top of your project. So in this case, like this, to look good. So now if you know where the bottom is, you can just bring your fibers up, and just like you're pretty much cutting hair, you can retrim it again until it looks good and smooth at the top. So if you're happy with it and it looks nice and even, then you're ready to attach it. So similar to how we attached other 3D accents onto something like this, you just have to take your crochet hook. This is the method I like to use. You just have to weave it through one of the knots where you want to place it. So weave it through like so. So once you've weaved it through, then you can tie it with a double overhand knot, and then you can use your crochet hook and you can pull these ends. Now you can cut it off once you tie the double overhand knot so that it's not as long. Cut a lot of the ends off, and then you can just place the ends inside the bunny by pulling it through with a crochet hook, and then you have a nice pom-pom tail for the bunny. Okay. Now you can incorporate pom-poms onto almost any other project. As you can see here, I incorporated them onto a clutch pattern, so it adds a little bit of fluffy texture. I've also incorporated the pom-poms into this baby mobile in different colors to give it that fluffy textured look. And I've also incorporated into this Macraweave wall hanging. Now I made different types of pom-pom flowers for this, but it's a similar thing. If you use that pom-pom, you can also incorporate it into a Macraweave as well, or basically any macrame wall hanging project. So before you go ahead and toss out all your scrap cords, try to keep them all and see what you can do with the shorter strands by starting off with making a pom-pom and then seeing how you can incorporate them into your macrame projects. And if you want more ideas like this on how to turn scrap cords into more unique ideas, let me know in the comment section below and I'll see what I can come up with. If you guys are interested in elevating your macrame skill set, you may be interested in joining our YouTube membership for more exclusive macrame pattern tutorials, or over on our BOCHIKNOT macrame community on Patreon, where we help you master macrame through Q&A sessions, advanced macrame tutorials, naughty challenges to help you design your own macrame projects, and much more. For more details, I'll post them in the description below. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.